a.k.a. Dave Wonder, a.k.a. Dave Wheeler, whatever the hell you want to call me. Just call me Dave. With me, as always, is my faithful fellow host, the Madman of Minneapolis, the effervescent Madman of Minneapolis, a.k.a. New Money Matt. What's shaking, Matt?
It's Tuesday. It's my wedding anniversary, actually.
Oh, so, happy anniversary.
That going for me. Yeah, went and had some sushi. It was great. So, yeah.
Right on. Well, and with us, as Mitch Falcon put it, it is Return of the King, because King Ginger is back. What's up, dude?
Woo!
Hi.
Hi, King.
Hey, happy anniversary, Matt.
Thank you, Ben.
There we go. Oh, Mitch Falcon. Mazel tov.
This wasn't too long ago, was it? Ben?
My anniversary? New Year's.
Yeah.
I got married on New Year's Day.
Okay, I thought I saw something, but maybe it was just you were, actually, talking about how much you loved your spouse, which is great.
I do very much love my spouse.
It was on a special occasion. You don't need one.
No, she's just awesome.
Hey,
so
Mr. Ryan Clark. Oh, Bean 2099. You're in a theater waiting for trailer.
She puts up with my crap, so I mean, it must be pretty good.
all kinds of love coming at you there, man.
Thanks, everybody.
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Super Spike, that Universal Monsters Raff. I made both of these guys watch the commercial because I was so excited.
It's pretty outstanding.
Oh my God, that's and the funny thing is Matt put it out there. He was like, Raff doesn't seem like a Frankenstein guy, and I'm like, well, it's his turn. Like, but you've had Mikey as Frankenstein, and you've had Donnie as Frankenstein, so logically.
It's
goes to Raph next. So very excited for that. Designed by James Croman. All right.
And
Panther 10 throwing more love out there. Excuse me.
And Panther 10, I noticed you said you're packing up all your stuff for a move. It does suck to have to pack it all up, but man, I gained a new appreciation for so much stuff when I unpacked. I mean, I had stuff in storage for like 10 years when we finally bought the house and moved.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah, here's stuff that I literally haven't touched in a decade. Cool.
Yeah.
And then there was other stuff. It's like, all right, yep, I remember this. I don't care. I'm going to sell it now. So yeah, it's good to do periodically. It sucks to move toys, but it's not all bad. It's not all bad.
Indeed. Also, happy early anniversary to Mr. Ryan Clark.
Yes.
Hey, happy anniversary, Mr. Ryan Clark.
There you go. Oh, I feel like the link between Raph and Frankenstein's monsters that they both have the whole feeling like they don't belong trope. Well, yeah.
I always thought of Raph as like Wolfman.
Yeah, strangely enough, he's been the
Wolfman yet, has he?
What?
Has he been the Wolfman yet?
No, he's been Dracula, the Metaluna monster, and a mummy.
And who was he in the Playmates line that was more recent? Because that was
he was a vampire.
He was a vampire there. Okay, that's right. Yeah. It was Donnie in the old line.
Yeah, he was It was Donnie. Well, Donnie was Frankenstein in the 2012 series line.
Okay, and he was Dracula in the old one.
Oh, in the old one, Raph was the Metaluna monster and the mummy.
Yes, and Donnie was Dracula.
Yep, Donnie was Dracula. Sorry.
We're just confusing each other.
That's half the fun of this show. What the hell? I just tossed a bunch of DCUC figures that haven't been touched in a decade because they kept in a junk drawer. They have all seen better days. Oh, donate them, man! Like get them in the hands of folks that can play with them. Then.
Hell yeah.
Because that has been my big thing is like if I'm going through and there are definitely figures that I go, oh my, but hey Fab, how's it going, man? That is, get them in the hands of folks that can play with them and have fun with them again. Because, gosh knows there are far better places than the dumpster.
Make those toys evergreen.
Indeed. Whoa, Shaggy, when is the April as Frau Boucher? I don't know. That's the next wave. Chad says happy anniversary as well. Y'all read Immortal Hulk? I can't believe. Caveman Batman. Yeah, it came to an end, but I don't know. I'm kind of in the camp of I'm glad they ended it on their kind of own terms of they knew that they were
Here's
wrapping
the
up and they
story.
were able to wrap up the stories like
Here's
they
the
did.
story we had. Yeah. No, I'd rather that than.
Oh,
And I definitely thank you, Ray. Um, I definitely, I know a lot of older comics fans deride it.
yeah,
And at first it didn't really work for me. And this is a sizable run. I mean, 50 issues is a no small feat these days.
We're talking
But
about Al Ewing, right?
yep. But I people are like, oh, all these books just end after 12 issues or whatever. I'm like, oh, yeah, but that was the story they had to tell.
yeah.
And a new number one does get attention, and a new creative team does get attention. So yeah, it sucks that I've got however many dozen volumes of freaking Iron Man or whatever, but I get why they're doing it, and it does not bother me anymore. If that's you want to end the series, and restart it with a number one when your arc is up, okay, whatever.
Somebody
Get
has
out.
to make Raph sing "Putting on the Ritz." Oh man. Well, so real quick because I know. Oh, I was gonna say. I think Shav's gonna drop at any minute. Boom! What is everybody working on this evening?
I have some non-F parts here for Studio Series Slag that I'm installing,
Nice.
and
Ooh.
got some other stuff that I'm gonna some stuff to paint and some sanding and things like that. So yeah, I'll update as I move through projects here.
Nice.
And yes, I am
Hey,
glad
Mark
that
and McGee, how's it going?
Mitch Falcon, that She-Hulk is coming back as a series. Again, we'll see how long it lasts, but I really enjoyed Rainbow Rowell's run on blah, 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 Runaways. So I'm pretty excited to see what she does on She-Hulk.
I'm optimistic because I think I think overall I think it'll be a really good fit.
Yeah, I've got no concerns about that being about that creative team at this point. So.
Hell yeah. What up, Irvin? How's it going? Oh man, how is my wash water already dirty? I just swapped it.
What are you working on, Dave?
I am working on undisclosed project number 5, along with a He-Man head sculpt that I just got in for the Revelations He-Man. Very, very cool looking. Kind
Oh,
of. I kind of figured out what I'm going to do with this line because I kept going, I'm all in. I'm not all in. I'm all in. I'm not all in. I figured out that I'm just going to collect the few and make my definitive versions. So like for instance, I swapped out, so I have 2 gauntlets on He-Man now.
Oh,
Nice.
Because I got Faker, and I'm gonna paint up this head, and that's gonna be my He-Man. I have the 2000 X Orko up there, and I'm just gonna kind of do that and make my definitive versions.
Your own Masters of the Multiverse.
Yes, so that is on the docket tonight. I'm gonna be working on this one. Oh, my favorite She-Hulk comic was the one drawn by Alan Davis. All right, cool. The Dan Slott She-Hulk run, hell yeah, dude, that's a great run. And it's all collected. I think there's like 1 or 2 issues that for some odd reason aren't collected, and I'm not quite positive on it.
It's all collected because I've been trying to get it for Cassandra because that was her first big comic run she wanted on her own. But there's one trade out of the collections that is like $70.
Dang.
So all the others are really reasonable, but that one trade, and it's like number 5. It's either 4 or 5. It's ridiculous expensive.
King, they put out the Epic collections now for them.
Oh, had they?
Yeah, because it ends up being, I think, only 2 volumes then.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they'll be. I mean, if once the series comes out, they're gonna they'll republish that whole thing too.
Yeah. Whoa! Anyone reading Al Ewing's Defenders? I feel like no one is talking about it, and the use of CMYK is super interesting. I have an issue. I haven't got a chance to read it yet.
I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I think it's going to be one of those things that people get after the fact. Like they catch it later, and then they're like, "Oh, okay," or "Yeah, this is really, really good." But I wasn't paying attention to it at the time. But I'm very excited to continue to finish that out. Javier Rodriguez is a freaking just incredible artist, and I've been enjoying it a lot. It's definitely on par with Ewing's other stuff, big ideas, big crazy stuff.
Oh shit, Ray Ortiz! I'm working on a comic Mandarin using the Old Man Logan suited body and the Gamerverse Tony Stark head. That's very cool.
Okay, yeah, like the more like a Burn era.
What do you think of the Turtles and the Universal Monster mashup? I'm for it, baby. I literally right before we went on air, I got bombarded by, look, it's up on Entertainment Earth. I'm like, oh man, I don't like Entertainment Earth. Like, I'm just not a fan of them. And then they're like, it's up on BBTS. I'm like, sold.
Yeah, it's everywhere, which is also very nice.
Oh yes, which I dig. If ever there was a Turtle series that I'm very thankful that is not an exclusive, it's that.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm very excited about that. There's a She-Hulk Thing comic drawn by Brian Hitch where they fought Dragon Man. Damn, I have to look that one up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, actually, do you, Matt? Do you have an Awesome Andy custom figure? I can't remember
I don't. He's definitely on my list.
Okay, maybe we talked about it once or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some good ones. I probably have, in my. I think I've got a couple of the old Kirby, the Legends, Toy Biz Legends 9 first appearance Hulk.
Yeah.
Which I've seen a lot of people use for Andy.
You should mention that. I may have found one on the cheap recently, and I was trying to think of what to do with it. The more you know. Oh, Shav, yeah. Freddie Williams posted up those TMNT and Masters of the Universe crossover pages, and oh my god, that would have been so much fun.
I mean, maybe they'll get some attention. I didn't see those, but I'll have to check them out. I do like.
Check out any of Freddie Williams' social channels. It's all over the place. It's beautiful.
We never did get. What are you working on?
Sorry. Yeah, King, what you working on?
Odds and ends tonight. I had a busy weekend of painting with my niece, so
I saw you've been posting up a lot of miniatures lately. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah, when you're got a lot going on and you're trying to figure out what to do, and then your go-to had been Minecraft for a while, but now Minecraft is giving me a little bit of motion sickness. I'm decided, well, I'm just going to sit here and paint. So yeah, I've knocked a bunch of stuff out here of late. But I'm still, I was going to work on the Froghemoth tonight, but I'm not ready to pull that trigger just yet.
Fair enough. What up, Andy Davis? How's it going?
It's probably a little more than I'm ready for right now.
Fair.
But my niece and nephew stayed the weekend. I hadn't seen them in since before COVID started. So it was crazy seeing them because they are teenagers now, and they're
gigantic.
My nephew's almost as tall as I am. Both my oldest nephews are huge. My brother's son is like half a foot taller than everyone else in his age range, and is just like uber athlete. And then my sister-in-law's son is more in where I was, he's a big kid, but he's also just like, I'm learning how to code.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm an indoor kid. He used to do robotics, but now he doesn't even do that. So, they came over, and my niece, she does art, and she talked about she's 14 now, which is crazy as well. She talked about her future plans as either wanting to do going to cosmetology school after she graduates, so she can then learn how to do monster makeup because she wants to do special effects. And if that doesn't work, she is going to be a tattoo artist.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I told her you're a comic artist, Dave, and she kind of lost her shit.
Oh, hey, I also did monster makeup to help pay the bills. So
yeah,
she wants to talk monster makeup.
She thought that was very cool. But she painted 2 things on her own, and she is well beyond where I was when I started painting. But she does a lot of like portrait painting, and she's learning how to sculpt right now.
Oh, nice.
Their biological dad, my former brother-in-law, his mother is an artist in St. Cloud, has like a gallery.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So
okay, so they got the whole, they've got the means and that's great to be able to get into that.
Oh, Shaggy, you and me both. I wish Face Off was still on. That was a great show.
Oh,
what up, Dooner? How's it going? Oh, nice. Mitch Falcon dropping that Freddie Art links for those crossover pages.
I'm kind of surprised Shudder hasn't taken a shot at that.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be an easy enough thing to kind of, cheap show to make.
Yeah, especially with, all the other stuff they're doing with K&B and Creepshow.
Yeah.
It just seems like it would be a good fit for them. And now they're doing Dragula.
The only thing
maybe it's just a rights thing. I don't know.
I was going to say the only thing that I could think of is if it's either rights issues or they need to like balance with like a union or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Man, I just came up. I'm trying to match the stupid Revelations like He-Man skin tone, and it's like, oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Like I'm legit at the point of like, do I just repaint the whole figure and just?
You might have better luck, to be honest with you.
I hate when I have to do that if it's close to what I wanted already, But.
Yeah. Whoa. I always wanted to get a desk. Dude, it's a fun time. It's weird though. Dave, I want to thank you for giving me the idea to use Robo Skull for Doc Nocturnal, so now I'm in the Kickstarter for 2. Hell yeah, Ray. Dude, it's so cool looking. I protesting not getting that Doc Nocturne and also saving my ass like $200.
I'm gonna have to get that Robo Skull.
It's so cool. It's so frustrating.
I'm actually like an Action Force.
Oh, dude, no, I'm just saying, like, it's so friggin' cool. Like, I'm not an Action Force guy, and I'm just like, son of a bitch. That's so cool.
Well, and I know some of the people involved in making it a little bit. Not as much.
Oh, do you? That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, the Joe community is actually pretty small.
That can be nice, though.
I mean, I was just blown away that it got back so quick.
Well, I was gonna say it like just was like boom, like done.
Yeah, the first day, like I was like, I wonder how this is doing, or like I should check this out. I should check out this Kickstarter, see how it's doing. And then I'm like, oh, it's already funded. Oh, okay, cool.
Mixie, I'm working with oranges and yellows to try and get it. It's such an oddly toned piece, so I'm just working on it. But yeah. Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off there, Matt.
Oh no, I was just, rambling about Robo Skulls.
As you do.
Then getting crap stuck on this slag figure.
Oh my god, this actually worked.
Ah, nice.
Well, I tried to do basically bring it up about three tonal values, because I was like, well, if I do this, but I put it on very thin, the gray of the resin will knock it back down.
Okay.
So kind of gives it the luminosity. And actually, well, it's really hard to.
That's my only complaint about third-party resin stuff, where it's not in that kind of opaque or in that kind of light color when it's like deep red or something like that. It's so hard to get the color right. Yeah. I mean, it looks great as it is, but if you're going to mod with it, it's just so difficult to get it where you want it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my usual prime.
Robert, I did not get any of the OG the Doc Nocturnals. I really wanted to get that Crimson one because I loved the aesthetic of that. Um, and yeah, I really really like the aesthetics of that red one, but I got waitlisted for it, and I'm not a big Mezco guy. Like I only have a couple of them, and I don't know. There was something about that Doc Nocturnal that just totally popped me. Like I was just the aesthetic of it, the just overall design choices on it, I just absolutely loved, and I did not make the cut, which is fine. It saved me the money, so I'm okay with that. Um, but yeah. Oh, King Ginger, are those D&D minis? Asks Josh Bear.
They are right now. Here in front of me, I've got a couple Knowles ears, and then this bad boy is from the Simon game Rising Sun.
So I saw. Oh, where'd it go? Anyone plans on getting that? K-Man Batman. This I actually already did a new head for Skeletor. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I did the Dayglow green on it.
There was something I had seen earlier in the chat, and I'm blanking on what it was that I was going to respond to.
Son of a gun, NYC. You dropped me a message. Oh shit.
Yeah, somebody had mentioned that people want to use the RoboSkull for Brainiac, and it's like, yeah, they would probably do well if they were to do a silver version of it.
Right?
Maybe that'll be a stretch.
Doc Knock gives me a Doc Stern Mr. Monster vibe. Yeah, it's just a cool design. Tim Birch, what Mezco do you have that is your fave, Dave? Honestly, I gotta say the Spider-Man because sentimentally, my buddy Sam gave it to me. It was a big deal. I thought that was super, super cool. I only have Spidey and I have Popeye. And I absolutely love Popeye too. He's actually standing on a pile of teeth from various Danhausen matches that friends have given me. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. Thanks, Geeky Geeky. How you doing, Mr. Geeky? By the way, Mr. Geeky has an awesome retrospective on some Archie Turtle stuff. Go check it out over on his channel, Speaky Geeky on YouTube. Ooh.
So,
damn.
Not if just announced this kit over like the weekend, so I put in the order right away because the regular slag is very much the animation colors. So he's got the red head out of the box. Not did the black head. I've been debating. I like the red head, but at the same time, I like the red horns.
Yeah.
And he does red and silver. He does red and silver horns. The stock horns are hollow.
True story.
Which kind of bummed me out.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, saving plastic. One tool instead of two. But yeah, it annoyed me. So he's got solid horns, which are great. And the red horns are the toy horns, and the black head is the toy head. So I'm like, all right, screw it. And he's got the sword, which the figure also does not come with. So yeah, anyway, here's my slag kit. Transformers add-on kits have become far too big a part of my collection. But
my brother-in-law is a huge Transformers guy. And I told him about you doing those, and he lost his mind. He's like, "That's a thing," and I was like, "Yeah, it's totally a thing."
Oh no! Once you go down that rabbit hole, because man, I mean, just I'm getting some 3D printed ones here and there. There's like the third-party ones coming out of China and stuff, to just enhance figures. So yeah, you can definitely spend some money.
Don't say that out loud because my sister-in-law has ears everywhere.
She coming for you, Matt.
Yeah. She'll be coming for me. That's the problem.
Ooh. Oh, Josh B. I've used glow-in-the-dark paint on quite a few random projects. I don't use them on figures too often, though.
I don't do it super often on figures. I've done it.
Hold that thought for 1 second. Thank you, Ryan Sweeney. He just tossed in a super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, just because you guys are awesome. And I got to remind the chat, all super chats until the Extra Life stream on November 5th to 6th. I'm doing that 24-hour stream. God help me. All the super chats until then are getting donated to the Children's Miracle Network, I believe.
Yeah,
I'm blanking on the name of the
Children's. It's Gillette's Children's
is
in St. Paul.
Yeah. So, yeah, all of it is totally appreciated. Totally
Also, it's tax deductible.
It is. I don't know how that would work with the super chats, but oh no!
Oh,
No! Damn it! My Superman or my fucking He-Man head just rolled through my paint palette.
Oh,
Well, that's bad news.
Hold that closer to the camera.
I'll be right back.
You could do like a clown.
I'll be back.
He-Man McDonald.
My wash water, anyways.
Alabama He-Man.
And yes, I've used a little bit of glow in the dark paint, but most of the paints I've seen tends to be kind of like chunky, so I don't gravitate towards it. I've used it on the eyes, like for powered figures and things like that, but it's not my go-to. Anyway, so yeah, and then King, somebody is asking where that Goji came from.
It's from the CMON board game. Cool Mini or not, it's from Rising Sun.
Okay, cool.
I don't have the board game. I just love the miniature, and I got it for like $10.
Nice.
So I was like, yes, please. It's a very cool looking mini. It'll be a great kind of mini boss fight at some point in some game. Since my Monday game is off their Kaiju Island, so.
Nice. Dave, King, you might know the answer to this. Panther 10 is asking if they participate in the Extra Life live stream. Can they choose which hospital network they want to donate to?
They cannot, unfortunately. All of ours goes to Gillette's. And over
that's through the team. So you could certainly, I'm sure there's options out there to donate otherwise, or other streamers who might be. But if you're donating to one of us, the No World United crew, that'll be going to Gillette.
Yeah. So the cool thing is all of it is going towards children's cancer research. So any way you shake it, it's a good time. Good cause, I should say, not good time.
Now we know what you meant.
Since it's Children's Miracle Network, I believe Gillette was the big one that they could go to here in the Metro.
Yeah.
Okay. And then yes, thank you, Mitch Falcon and Shaggy, for giving Cyber Jedi the scoop on the super chat.
Hell yeah. Goji King, I did not go to get cake. I went to go wash off He-Man.
That's what somebody who had cake would say.
That also sounds terribly like a euphemism.
I'll
be right back. I got to go wash off my He-Man.
Mixie, the stream will be running. I don't know how many days Dave is doing, but it's the weekend of the 5th. So I don't know what when Dave is planning to start.
My goal as of right now is I am going to be starting at 5:00 on Friday and going till 5:00 p.m. Friday the next day, trying to do a full 24-hour long...
Oh, so Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, sorry.
I was like, is it a whole week? Holy crap, man.
He's prepping by not knowing what day it is now. Because when he's done with that 24, he will not remember what day.
Yeah, we want to, does anybody want to commit to a dollar amount? Because I will drive over to Dave's house and just give him a full-on slap to wake him up around, hour, 20.
See, I'll take it. I'll throw the shit out of it too.
And I think what you're doing, Dave, is way harder than what the rest of us are doing. Because even when we would game for 24 or 48 hours straight, when we were doing that rather than kind of what we're doing now, that's hard, man.
Yeah.
I think I've only made it through like a little over 26 hours running and playing.
Oh no, I used to do
and that was a mess.
In St. Cloud, the college radio station does an annual trivia contest, and they ask questions over the radio, and you call in and answer them. It's a big deal, It feels like the whole town's involved, but maybe it was dorks I was involved with.
No, I remember it from.
Still going, far as I know. So we played that for a number of years, and there were people who would try and stay up the whole 50 hours. And I think I made it. There was one week had to work that weekend because I worked at Savers and they would do those like crazy half off sales
Yeah.
periodically, and it was mandatory. It's like you have to come in that day. So I didn't get any sleep the first night.
Ooh.
So I made it from Friday,
Come on.
whenever the hell I got up to go about my life, to Saturday night, sometime in Sunday morning, and I'm like 2 in the morning, and I was like, I'm useless.
Oh,
I did not
hold that thought for 1 second, real quick, Matt, because Rare Chief
Yes.
throwing
Woo!
10 bucks
Thank you,
in. I
Rare
really
Chief.
appreciate it, dude.
Whoa!
For the kids and because you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's amazing.
It's gonna be pretty. This is gonna be awesome. The one trick that I'm trying to figure out is I think I get paid out at the end of the month. So because I'm new to the super chat thing. So what I'm going to do is, if the money does not come in from YouTube in time, I'm going to donate, and then I'll just take the super chats in, and it'll cancel each other out. It'll be fine.
Nice.
So it'll be good. So thank you so much, Ray. I really appreciate that, and thank you, Mixie, for saying I'll look like the Walking Dave at the end. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yes, anything over about a day, and it gets rough. At least for me, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's. I didn't say this was going to be a smart thing.
And I can't imagine trying to actually like participate in a game.
Well, Dave, you played the first year we did it at your brother knew somebody
his office.
Yeah, allowed us to use the architecture firm building to do it. And
Yeah.
you weren't you there for like the whole time?
I was, and I ended up, like, I think it was the last hour and a half, I was sitting up on a couch. Like I was sitting up on a couch, and I remember I started leaning forward as I was like falling asleep, and I bounced my head off of a friggin' like coffee table or like side table or something. And to this day, there's a nice notch right there.
Oh.
But, it's for the children.
Damn. Rob Leon throwing it in. Thanks for being a part of the toy community building. Also, F cancer. Dad died from it at 54, and children's cancer is violent. I'm with you, Rob. Thank you so much for that. I lost my dad to cancer as well. And you know what? I'll use my my F bomb of the show. Fuck cancer. There we go. Just getting it out there.
I remember that first year because that was the year you came in and ran the second room, and that's where Tim Sad Muffins was created.
Yes, it was. Yeah, Mitch Falcon. It is November 5th into the 6th. Is the evening going into the Saturday.
So Dave, you're going to be doing an amazing star-studded Mission Impossible 24 hours, and then over on I think we're going to be on, but I think we're going to be on Heel Turn too, because we've got so many different games.
Yeah,
I think we're also on Zach's channel because he's running a bunch of stuff. Our team is swelled over the years. It was only about 6 or 7 of us, and then some people who
it's really grown.
And I correct me if I'm wrong. We've made in 7 years. I think we've done 6 years over $66,000 in donations. Just our team.
It's insane. Oh damn, Mitch! If you can come on and be on as a mod anytime, it'd be fantastic. Anytime is appreciated, bro. I sincerely you should please do not feel obligated to be on for any or all of the time or anything.
No,
it's going to get bonkers. Also,
I don't even know. I'm signed up as of today, as is Danny. I have no idea what we're even going to be doing yet. So
I was gonna say, do you know what you're playing, Matt?
Oh my God.
I have no idea. I was waiting for you guys to tell me.
I repainted the skin tone and it looks better.
It does look better. Did you look at the spreadsheet to all the options?
No, I have to. Okay, I will do that.
Panther 10. I don't think I will be. I can talk to Robo, but I think I will be just on here because maybe I can get on the Twitch. I'm not positive, but we'll see. But for now, it'll just be on the Dave Wonder channels. Like I said, Heel Turn and Known World United will also be broadcasting games the entire time. All the money donated across those 3 is going to go straight to children's cancer research. So it's going to be absolutely holy butts. Michael, nice. Thank you. A great cause and a great group. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. So, Coach King, at this point, I'm convinced Mitch Falcon is omnipresent. You and me both, brother.
He's an AI. He's become
But no,
self-aware.
sincerely, thank you, Michael. That's flipping awesome. So, f yeah, this is gonna be great.
So I got a question for the chat.
Yeah.
So normally every year I try to come up with a menu for my games. So they're like donation menus. So it might be like, you pay $7 and I add an owlbear to the D&D game. Well, this year I'm only running one D&D game. I'm running a Super Crew game, which will be a Marvel game where the players are all playing Witness Protection Program supervillains in the Midwest who are doing one more job together.
Yeah, that's why I got to get onto this spreadsheet and sign up for some shit because I'm gonna
Yo,
lose
no,
out.
yo. Actually, here, 1 second. Known World United.
Yeah, I don't want to just. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm signed up to. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. So, thank you guys for being patient with me as I figure this out.
Hell yeah. Is it's extralife.org, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna what I'm gonna do instead of PayPal, because I know YouTube Super Chats, YouTube takes a certain percentage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up my link.
Yes, good
so
call.
that you can just donate directly through there.
That's
So
the best way
here,
to do it.
if you guys want to donate,
Oh, Mitch
good
Falcon's
Lord,
already on the call
Ryan,
here.
cancer is like cake. Let's destroy it. Thank you, Ryan. I just dumped the link in the chat. Click that. It goes to, you'll see an obnoxious picture of me jumping out of a TARDIS. But you can donate right there. It also, I mean, you can go to the Known World United page and donate there too. Again, all three of us here are on the same team, same group. So all of us are playing for a good cause. So.
And if you're going directly to Extra Life, there you can make it tax deductible.
Yep. So thank you guys. Again, I really appreciate everything. If you wanna give, awesome. If you can't give, share the link around, get people donating. This is gonna help a lot of kids, and that's flipping cool.
So
okay.
as I was saying, so every year I try to do a menu.
Yeah.
But this year, since I'm not doing my D&D game is real different than normal.
Yeah.
I'm going to run a Survivors game in Domains of Dread, Lamortia. So I kind of already got that sort of planned out enough. But for my Marvel game and for my Star Wars Bounty Hunters game, I am looking for menu ideas.
Ooh.
Oh.
So I usually try to have $1, $5, $7, $10, and then mega donation is usually crazy stuff. So
didn't someone hit that one year, like in the final, we were playing like the end game, and like Cassie or someone just like threw in a boatload of money and just fucked us.
Yeah. She messaged me and she's like, can you pull out a aspect of Tiamat, please?
Yeah.
And I was like for $100, and the next thing I knew, I was $100.
Yeah. I was like, there was definitely a year where I remember I was so stoked. I was like, oh my God, we made it to the end. We made it to the end. And then it was like, it's like, oh.
So last year was the first year I did not run the big crazy thing at the end, because the first 2 years I ran games that like all had like a interweaving plot thread and tied it to the same world I was running my normal D&D games in. So my players who were playing, who also played my monthly games, were like, it held a lot of interest for them. And then people would come in and they would just crap in their Cheerios by donating like $15 worth of owlbears.
God, there were a lot of owlbears that year.
Yeah, last year though, I had a seizure.
That was
Friday.
right.
Yeah,
that was right before, right?
Yeah, so I literally was laid out the entire weekend, so I didn't play anything. Whereas the year before, I didn't run as much, but I couldn't sleep, so I played like 16 hours, took 4 hours off, and then played like another 10 hours after that.
Yeah. Robert King Ginger is also Minnesotan. We're all pretty lucky. That was your second F word day. You know, the other one was with F. Holy shit, doing her.
Whoa!
God damn! All right, fucking owl bears for all of us. Thank you, dude. Damn, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah,
Wow.
shit, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, and awesome. And the cool thing is, yeah, holy shit, thank you. That's amazing. Fantastic. Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm genuinely speechless. Thank you, dude. I'll throw in an extra. I'll throw in something fun in with your Alfs that I'm shipping out tomorrow.
Nice.
So, how many owl bears does $15 get you anyway? Asks Mitch Falcon.
I got 3.
Nice.
But the person who did it waited till everyone was really hurt, and it was like, guess what? Albers!
I feel like that was Kedron.
It might have been. It was either Christy, Cassie, or Kedron did it.
I remember being very angry. Yeah, god dang, doing her. Thank you.
Don't give
Robert
me
Leon, in celebration. I just got a Danhausen shirt in the mail today. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Don't give me any kind of power on this Marvel thing, because I'm just going to make you do stupid shit.
Well, if you're going to be playing, I mean, you might.
Just, no. I mean, just
the person you're hurting might be yourself.
Even just suggesting menu items, because it's like, charge people $20 to have the fucking Fool Killer show up or something.
And see, that's my thought. Is like it's going to be like low powered. Folks who the basically the story beat is these are people who testified against Norman Osborn after Hammer fell, so they went into protective custody. So if you've ever seen the movie My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin, where he's the mobster who's been in witness protection and he's going crazy, so he decides to start committing crimes again and calling them accidents. It's basically kind of that, except for with shitty excuse my language, I guess. Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah, you're allowed to curse. I was just saying, I emphatically I was saying I'd like to use I try not to say the F word as often, but it happens.
Because last time I was on, I think in the last couple times I was on, I was like, F this, F that.
I figured we were talking about children's cancer research. I'm like, I'm going to try and pull back a little bit.
There's no children actually watching.
That's true. Well, you know what? That's not false, because I was up in Fargo this weekend for a show. And that's right, Shaggy. No swearing. You'll be taken off the air. And
swears.
I got to meet Jazzy McGee, actually, who's in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Which is super dope. I actually signed a comic, COJ for Life, which was pretty fun. And like I got to meet a couple other folks that watched, and they're just like, yeah, I watch with my kids all the time. I'm like, oh shit.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, nowhere on here do I say that it's kid friendly, all ages. That's my comic company, not necessarily my streams, but it made me very, very conscious of, oh yeah, I'm going to try and at least cut back on the F-bombs a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you, Mr. Geeky, for making me feel even more horrible. Hi, little Geeky. Do as I don't do. No, don't do as I say. I don't know how that is going to go. Brian paid $25 to suddenly discover the Punisher was hired to hunt the PCs. 75, and you get to meet Batman.
Don't do what Donnie doesn't do.
Right on, Fab. I'm sorry. We'll try and tone down the cursing.
Actually, I mean, there you go. Yeah, put like a lot of dollars on it, because you could have Access show up and amalgamize people.
Shit.
I'm thinking more like, stuff like $3 gets you turned to Century.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a good value for Turn to Century. Yeah.
Hey, I like Turner to Century.
I do too. He's stupid as hell.
Yeah, I love stupid as hell stuff.
He just popped up despite having been dead for a while. In Christos Gage's Superior Spider-Man title. That was a couple years ago. Which I loved that, it was basically, yep, I'm Dr. Octopus. I know I am now. I'm still Spider-Man, and I'm going to freaking like blackmail the Night Shift into doing stuff for me.
Yeah. I do love the Night Shift as well.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean the Brothers Grimm are on my my miles long custom lists.
Mr. Mixie, how much for D-Man?
That one you can get for free.
Nice. How much for a retcon device?
Retcon device. That's interesting. What if that was an actual thing?
Boom, Uncle Ben's alive.
Where you could.
I mean, that was
like a re-roll, or you could take back a roll and then re-roll it, almost like a advantage in D&D or whatever type of situation. Yep. You know what? Who is that?
Panther 10.
Panther 10. Your re-roll device is in, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like the ongoing subplot of Charles Soule's She-Hulk run. Actually, was the
$20 $20 gets you turned into Frogman.
The blue file here's this thing that happened. Nobody knows what it's about, and we can't talk about it. And it was Night Watch.
Fab, that set is fantastic. You won't regret it.
No, that's a great set. Turning himself from a supervillain into a superhero using a magic spell. It was great.
How much for the one more day special?
No.
That's definitely $100.
D-Man is not homeless anymore.
That's $100 and an apology, a public apology.
Nope, D-Man, at least last time. Well, so let's see. I thought they were going to kill D-Man, which thankfully they didn't.
Mitch Falcon asks, how much for a giant-sized man thing?
It's a kid show, Mitch. I can't comment on that.
$50 and all of Chuck Austin is stricken from continuity.
Oh, I wish.
I mean,
remember that run? Oof.
Mitch is I will not disclose Mitch's location. $7 you get gender swapped because I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. What was I gonna say now? I can't remember. Yeah, D-Man is kicking around. Last we saw of him, he was
in the Sam Neill Captain run.
Yep, and he's also even more recently popped up as working security at Ravencroft.
Oh, nice.
So he's over there. I thought they were going to kill him. They didn't, because you never know with Frank Thierry.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot whether or not you're going to get beloved characters as beloved characters or victims.
Well, and they definitely, like, there was an issue where it's like his narration at the end. He's like, I guess this is the day I die. And, he got like stabbed in the chest or whatever. I'm like, no, this is freaking stupid. Like, you've made this character
monsters
more interesting over the last year. And, because Frank Thierry didn't care. But anyway, thankfully the next issue he's around.
Josh Bear says you have to include Dr. Doom and Molecule Man, and Mitch Falcon admitted, I do live in America's crotch.
Whatever that means.
Which is better than living in the Molecule Man's crotch.
Can we include Stiltman? I mean, he could retrieve a Frisbee from the roof or something.
I love Stiltman's my favorite.
He's definitely high on my list too. I very much enjoy, like, in DC, I love the Rogues. And Marvel, I really, really like those D-tier villains who by themselves are kind of nothing, but you put a little group of them together and all of a sudden they become far more formidable. And I just kind of love the villains who are just still bank robbers.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, a lot of it's a lot of those guys where it's like they don't appreciate my genius in inventing stilts or a flying beetle suit or whatever. So
the beetle.
I'll show them all.
Quick. Hold up real quick. Forgiven Bro came in a little late. He said, hey, Dave and everyone, what's up with the Marvel bidding war? King will be running in Extra Life a Marvel campaign, and we're trying to figure out menu items for him for donations.
Which, yes,
But if you
assume
want to donate,
I'm going to play, Ben.
yes, if you want to donate to the campaign, the link is in the chat. Go check it out. All the money goes towards children's cancer research. Super chats like the ridiculous one that Doiner dropped. I was actually trying to highlight it, and it won't let me highlight it now for some reason.
Because it was too awesome.
It all goes towards children's cancer research. So we're on Known World United and Heel Turn. We'll be having a bunch of D&D campaigns, Minecraft, the Marvel role-playing game, just all kinds of crazy cool stuff going on. On top of, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream that's going to be like the Pee Wee Herman Christmas special of nerdery. So we might even have more than one Magic Johnson. We'll have to find out. Marvel villains do love to gang up on the heroes. True.
Absolutely.
It's still at the top of the YouTube. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm in StreamYard, so I'm like trying to highlight it, and it's not letting me pop it up. But
I'm also running a Star Wars game on Sunday.
There we go. Boom.
But
Yeah.
I'm not running it with Apocalypse World this time.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna use a game called Bounty Hunter, which is an action economy game.
Thirsty for Chicken asks, why does Godzilla have Cthulhu tentacles?
It's a miniature from Cool Mini or Not from their board game Rising Sun. So it's not quite Godzilla.
Maybe he just ate an octopus. It's fine.
I like to think it's an unwieldy. It's hipster Godzilla's unwieldy Fu Manchu.
What about a tier where someone can pick someone's arch enemy? Oh, don't worry, Forgivens, bro. There will be cake.
Oh, please tell me somebody's writing this down because that's brilliant.
Well, it's okay. We can catch it on the replay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Write this down. I think they brought up a comic once that if you get caught as a supervillain robbing a bank, you get less time than if you were just a dude.
Does that at all surprise me?
I think there was something, where it was like the cops
does have an Instagram, and it will be posted by Mitch probably momentarily because he's good like that.
And it was
also in the description below.
I think it was something like the cops actually were like they hated Spider-Man and Daredevil and stuff. It's like you can't you stopped this guy and you webbed him to a lamppost or whatever with some stolen goods, but we don't have there's nothing linking the two together. We can't actually put them in jail on that.
Emilio, trust me, there's gonna be some weird cameos. It's gonna be great.
So and one thing that I'm trying to get the vibe of the game is gonna be it's
Good night,
Marvel.
Mr. Ryan Clark. Have a lovely evening and happy early anniversary.
Sure, it's Marvel, but I want it to have a very much Adventure Brothers type vibe to it. So the way the characters all know each other is they're forced by S.H.I.E.L.D. Part of their protective custody is they have to go to a support group.
So are you going to be picking? Are this going to be pre-existing characters that we're playing as, or new characters?
It's up to you if you want to play a variation on an existing character, or if you would like to make your own character.
Right on.
So I figure that's only fair.
Oh, that's a good one, Panther 10. $50 to unmask any hero of your choice as a defector mechanic, or vice versa. Unmask any of the hero or villains as a hero sent to monitor the team.
Oh,
Thunderbolts.
Well, yeah, I guess, or yeah.
Oh yeah, Super Spike. Don't worry. 1,000 and the Monarch is the true arch-villain of the story.
Venture!
I will be muting briefly. I've got some drumming to do, so carry on, fellows.
Yes. I am painting eyes right now, so I'm not muted. I just will probably be cursing here in a minute. But yeah, so we're gonna do some really cool stuff coming up, and it's gonna be fun and wacky and wild, and y'all should check it out because it's gonna...
So appreciate everybody who's donated, everyone who's going to be kind of passing around the information. Makes such a massive difference I can't tell you, it's how much we appreciate it, how much it means to those kids. So thank you very, very much, very, very much.
Hell yeah. I hate eyeballs. I hate them so much, King.
That's why I begged my wife to paint on my eyeballs.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was really humbling to watch my niece paint eyeballs this weekend and knock it out of the park, and I was like,
son of a bitch.
Oh God, I hate you.
Dave is Spider-Man in King's Game. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the whole timing mechanism of this 24-hour stream, because there's a couple games that I'd really like to play in, but play as Fool Killer. Jesus. It is the top of the hour real quick. So hold that thought, because we not only have one commercial, we have two commercials, really, because I did forget to mention that we are sponsored by the Source Comics and Games. Source Comics and Games is a local shop here in Roseville, Minnesota. They have all sorts of fantastic tabletop gaming supplies, as well as miniatures and miniature painting accoutrements, as well as a killer selection of back issues. Go check them out over at thesourcecomicsandgames.com, or just stop on by if you're in the metro area here in the Twin Cities. Again, that's the Source Comics and Games. I just want to say thank you for being a sponsor. And with that being said, we'll move right into it, because it is the top of the hour. It's too sweet to be sour. It's too hot to handle and too cold to hold. That's right.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Oh yeah, that was nice. So nice. Thankfully Matt is on mute, so he's not going, oh, stop it. You're still muted. I see the mute symbol. You can't get me. It's all about that wall art. The best ad in streaming. Man, this thing is sold out. I remember when he was all about the art. Nice. Oh man, y'all are wonderful. But yeah, no. So it's Extra Life is going to be absolutely bonkers this year. It's going to be hella fun. So if you, like I said, if you can be a part of it, great. If not, please share and get the word out to more people, because that helps immensely.
Boosting the signal is quite a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I know there's a bunch of D&D games being played. I believe your brother is running a Lasers and Feelings game.
Something like that, yeah.
I know. I'm not. I shouldn't say I know. I'm pretty sure there'll be the annual Tales from the Loop game.
Yeah.
Zach is running Aliens again by popular demand.
Nice.
There is a Shadow of the Demon Lord game. There is a murder mystery game. What else is there that I can remember? My wife is
definitely be down for the murder mystery game.
My wife is running her once a year Dungeons and Dragons game that she runs, which is generally pretty crazy. One year it was like Wizard of Oz themed. I think your brother's going to run his yearly Christmas themed game.
Oh yes. Please, Christmas.
Christmas, yes.
Whoa. For tabletop games, anyone play play Warhammer game? Tried it once, fun, but it looks expensive. Yeah, it's real pricey, but it's amazing. I'm hoping I can get my friend Angela from Hobby Night on, because that would be super fun. She's an amazing painter. and just fantastic tabletop nerd all around. But yeah, please play Pandemic of Fury or Fury of Dracula, says Panther 10.
I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of board gaming because we're doing everything remote again this year.
Yeah, so it'll be tricky.
Yeah, I know in the past we have had board games, but we've been able to be in person. It's a lot harder to pull that off. Although we talked about a small group of us getting together and playing Core Space, but we decided against it. If you are looking for a Warhammer type game, I would recommend Oathmark is a very good Warhammer game where it's right in the beginning of the rule set. It says, hey, use whatever miniatures you want. If you're looking for a great skirmish game, then the same writer, Joseph McCullough, has a couple games. Frostgrave is amazing. It's absolutely one of my favorite tabletop games ever. I can't recommend it enough. He also has a game called Stargrave, which is just Frostgrave in space, basically. But he has another game too, and all of a sudden it's escaping me. But it's the Ghost Archipelago, which is in the same universes as Frostgrave. It's great, and he has a solo game called Ranger Shadow Deep, which is also in the same setting as Frostgrave.
Nice.
And again, those games are all built around the idea of you don't need to buy $400 worth of minis to get started. Instead, you just use whatever you have.
Hmm. Again, I apologize for the silence. I'm doing the pupils. There we go. Whew. So is Gloomhaven Heaven?
Gloomhaven.
Yes.
It's a solid game, but man, it's a chunk of price on that bad boy.
Ooh, one of the best games I've ever played is Heroes Unlimited. Nice. Oh,
Nice.
Blood Rage is also a great game. Hey, Smetty, how's it going? Whoa. Osprey Publishing. There you go. Check out Frostgrave right there. Thank you, Mitch Falcon. That phrase won't age well, Dave. What phrase won't age well?
Yeah.
Heroes Unlimited? So confused.
I would say that if we were getting together to game, that we would probably be busting out Book It. Would be probably the first game on the agenda.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I do still need to get you guys to play Dream Crush, which can be played fairly well remotely.
But what is it, Matt?
Dream Crush.
Dream Crush. I don't think I'm familiar with that game.
It is a dating game.
Oh, I'm in.
For the
That was amazing.
21st century.
So when I lived in Duluth, I had a part-time job at a game store named Robin Goodfellow. And I ran the game room there. And the guy who ran the store actually has a store in Wisconsin now. But one thing we were talking not too long ago, and we would have after hours gaming. And one time we bought out all the old stock of a card game named Boy Crazy and literally drank and played until like 4 a.m. That and Doomtown. Played a lot of Doomtown, which is like a weird Wild West game with like zombies and werewolves and all the good stuff.
Oh, damn it.
All right, I'm trying to go back to this to find that freaking spreadsheet here.
Oh, for sign up?
Yeah.
So also, if anybody listening is interested in playing, if we have openings after everybody who's kind of on teams and everything, we usually will let people if they want to sign up and are actually wanting to play and, understand that kind of what we're doing, then we sometimes will open that up for players.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends because we've had both good luck and bad luck in
damn.
the past.
Still playing HeroClix? Hell yeah! There were so many people that were playing that for so long, and then I feel like it just upped and vanished. I'm going to mute for a second. I need to use my cheek gun.
All right. Finally found it. Send this to Danny as well. Before I forget.
And I'm back.
James also might run a strange little game I found called Henshin.
Oh yeah, he was talking about that.
Which is like a Sentai, Super Sentai game.
Yeah. Sounds badass.
Yeah, I told him if he doesn't run it, that we should do a mini series of it.
Hell yeah.
And I'm sorry, Matt, but the second series of Star Wars still has not aired.
That's okay. It's not your fault.
No, it's definitely not.
That's okay.
But my Star Wars game for Extra Life is going to be the group will play as bounty hunters trying to hunt down oh gosh darn it, what's his name? I don't want to use his real name. Or John Maddening's character from the very first Star Wars miniseries I did.
Oh, okay.
It's called Alari Marin Wanted Dead or Alive, preferably dead. His self-described space Karen.
As you do.
Okay, maybe there's a different thing here then.
That's Sunday at noon.
I just got the Google Doc here, and that just has a bunch of slots.
Oh, dude, Josh, that HeroClix or HorrorClix Cthulhu is amazing. Ben, you have that one, don't you?
I used to have a massive collection. I was a judge for WizKids for a long time, but I got rid of my WizKids stuff.
I
thought you still had Cthulhu.
Nope.
Right on.
I have the Cthulhu you painted.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I know you are a fan of
that Cthulhu is massive.
Yeah.
I had the Spectre, Cthulhu, Galactus, Dark Phoenix, and there was something else I had as well. But yeah, HeroClix was it definitely had a time where it was topped up.
Oh yeah, great stuff. I had a ton of those.
Boom.
So I'm guessing if I fill out this survey, it will then give me more information.
Yes. Well, no, there's a spreadsheet that has the games on it.
Oh, I don't know I don't know if I've got that then. All right. Well, anyway, send that to me when you're able.
There we go. I think I'm gonna throw a dry brush on him still, but
that's solid, man. It looks really good.
I'm for it. I like it.
So, all right, chat. I need a color for the spines and a color for the belly. Any suggestions?
Shaggy would say, or Cardona would say, not tan enough. But those abs are on point. I'm just saying. What were you looking for? Color of pants?
Yeah. Oh, I had Fin Fang Foom as well. Thank you for reminding me of Giant Lizard of Pants. No, I need a color for the belly and a color for the spines. Like I'm having problems figuring out what I want that to be.
Perhaps a nice, I don't know, for the pants.
There's no pants, David.
I don't know. I'm sticking with the pants. I think a nice mauve, maybe some paisley. What you got against pants?
Pants is for suckers.
Pants is for suckers.
Sucker perpetrators living in the 213.
You're gonna go with Atomic Breath FX. There's always the blue and white for spines. Very true.
Ooh. Like maybe this ethereal blue with some ghostly blue and then a white right over the top.
That could work. Oh, for the tummy, a
Oh.
dark teal, says Mitch Falcon.
Mitch Falcon, that's a good call, man.
Also, Shaggy, yes, you can get cloth pants for King Shark.
Yes, they are available on Etsy and eBay and other online sources.
Do I even have a teal?
You can make a teal.
Come on, man.
All right. Well, now that I'm
Let's not play those games.
and Panther 10, we will keep you posted on this spreadsheet, or Dave will post something up, or just follow the Known World United junk. I don't know any details right now myself, and I'm involved. Ha ha.
Ooh, I don't think I have a teal, and I have a hard time remembering what teal looks like.
It's
Beyond the person I worked with, whose name was Teal.
It's like turquoise.
I do have turquoise.
Instead of turquoise,
Ooh.
maybe a little bit more blue, Dave. I think.
Yeah. I think that would work.
God, I have so much aqua.
Ooh, yeah, there we are. Little dry brush of light yellow on top. There we go. A little pop on the.
What about some patina? How do we feel about patina? Is that too light?
Oh, GPS slot does have them. Yes, that's very true. You can do like peanut butter yellow for the belly and magenta for the spikes.
Ah,
And
nice. Sorry, I just got a bunch of crap fall over behind me, so that distracted me.
Ray, I got the head from monster_machine_creations on Instagram. Definitely go check it out. Got the Man at Arms Revelation and the Neck of Goliath. Hell yeah. I still haven't seen Wave 2 of the Revelation stuff yet. I'm about to age myself, but anyone ever here heard of a game called V&V? I have not.
Villains Vigilantes?
Oh, there you go. What up, Geeker Queen? Dude, I'm happy. Damn. All right. Every so often, I surprise myself.
Ooh, Mixie saying GPS Lot also has Mastermind capes. I may need to check that out, because the one I was working on last week is not great. But also, I need to not spend as much money.
Oh, those silly things. Let's see. Oh, man. I just noticed that Monster Machine Creations did a really cool like energy effect on the sword, and I was like, man, how'd they do that? And I'm like, oh, it's the lightning effect from, I think, Storm.
I think Battle Armor He-Man has a effect that fits right on the sword too.
Yeah, he just did this.
That does look cool.
Matt, you're still muted.
Oh, no, I know.
Oh, okay. I
He was
looked
just
up and you
I
were
don't want
like,
to talk. I don't want to talk to you assholes.
I think my point was clear.
I knew it. But did anyone here remember a game called Battle Masters? Yes.
I have a copy of Battle Masters.
There you go. I think the cape is technically not billed as Mastermind, but just for Figma, but it fits Mobius perfect. Oh, good to know. You know what? All right, He-Man done. All right, cool. I'm done with the line, guys. Walking away.
Well, Dave did just pay me for some stuff I found for him, and we all know that PayPal money isn't real money.
True.
So maybe I will buy some stuff from GPS Lab.
Hold on, what's it called? Now I gotta look. It's not billed as Mastermind, but just for Figma, but fits Mobius perfect.
Yeah, now I'm curious too.
I'm going in. Oh. One, no? Well, I mean, that could work. Crappy thing is now I'm finding a bunch of other stuff and going, ooh.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good things.
Oh man. Nope. Marvel Legends Magneto cape.
Ooh.
Man, there's like a lot of different versions that look like they could work. Hold on. Mastering.
Exciting stream of us looking at eBay.
Yes. No, I'm trying to find it now because I want to pop it up on screen.
Ah.
Mixie, if you can find the link and send it in the chat or send it over on Instagram, that'd be dope. I'll pop it up. Because the one that I found was this one, and I know this is too long, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed because I was hoping that the Gentleman Ghost cape, because it's the right shape,
Yeah.
would work, but it's just too small on the larger Legends torso.
Thank you, Mixie. My goodness. Why?
Found it?
No, not yet. There we go. Oh, there we go. 1 second, Mixie.
Mixer.
Oop, oop, boink.
Okay. Yeah. I'd trim it down, but yeah, that works.
Yeah. Oh, Stormy, you being sneaky? You want to come say hi to the peoples? Hello.
Stormy.
Yes, hello, Stormy. You just want to come say hi, didn't you? You're so loving. You're so loving. You say hi. You say hi to everybody. You say hi up there. No, you say hi to everybody. You're not saying hi to everybody. You're just looking at my leg. You good girl? Yes. Oh, thank you. So much love. Hey. Oh, okay. I'll give you loves. You say hi to the chat. You say hi to the. You're not saying hi to the chat. You're just licking me. Ah, no, that's not what I wanted.
That's what you're getting.
Oh, look. Shav and Mitch and Forgivens. Everybody says hi to Stormy the dog. Stormy Maru. You a good girl. Who's my good girl? You my good girl? Ah. You're a good girl. Yeah, I'm distracted. What? Did I get something on my hoodie? Wait, your tail is wagging like crazy. Okay. Is that everything? Okay. No, that door is closed. You gotta go around that way. No, that is Super Sculpey. Do not eat the Super Sculpey. No, Super Sculpey. No bueno. Yeah. Go. Thank you. Stormy the dog, everybody. All right.
Woo!
I miss dogs. It's all good. She smells the cake. Yes, they're still saying hi. Go. She turned around like, hey. It's like, no. You go. Dave wondered, did you get the new stand for your TMNT diorama in the back? No, it's a chair. I needed to empty my trash. So the goal is I have to finish 2 big projects. I have 3 big projects, but the goal is to finish 2 of the big projects this week so I can start on the big personal project so that I can get that implemented. And then Made 1979 Customs have the audacity to post an absolutely gorgeous Technodrome diorama.
Oh, no.
Dude, sweet. Check out Made 1979 Customs on Instagram. Amazing work, amazing dude. Support craftsmen, craftsfolk, craftspeople. I agree, Caveman Batman. Stormy is the best. There we go. Thank you, Thank you, Mitch, for posting that Made 1979 love. Because yeah, dude does amazing work. I also my buddy Ryan did a really badass turtle dio for me that will be going on another one. Check that out. I got to show that off on a stream.
That's ridiculous.
So I will be putting that in as well. And he put up some of my favorite movies like Godzilla and Evil Dead and Rocketeer up in there. So super, super dope. Check him out. I believe it's Rhino665 on Instagram. I got to double check that. Thank you. It's 6550. Thank you, Mitch. You're so quick. You're so quick.
He is on the ball always. As a just a heads up for anybody who's curious, if like me, the pins on your webman bothered you, the Citadel,
Oh, bummer.
Evil Sons Scarlet, which won't focus.
Fits right,
There it
right
is.
on it.
Evil Sons Scarlet. Yeah, pretty much dead on. So
Nice. Hell yeah. Ooh,
no more blue pins on the inside.
just throwing it out there. Now, I have
The
have
power.
my ultimate He-Man and my ultimate Skeletor. I'm pretty stoked about that. I want to give Skeletor a cape. I still do want to do that.
I
But
might have a classics Keldor cape.
oh, that'd be dope.
I'd have to see. They have all kinds of
Oh
weird
shit!
crap.
You know what? I never even thought about it. I have a Shredder cape right here.
Oh, well, there you go. You don't even need me.
That's right. No, no. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna snake it up underneath his. Oh, that popped right off, don't it? All right. I wonder if I can do that. Pop that down. Oh shit, you guys!
It's coming together.
Dude, check that shit out. It's all
Oh, yeah.
tattered and
That
shit.
looks great.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That does the job.
And the purples match. Yatta! I'm so excited, you guys. Oh, boom. 2 customs in the can.
Nice.
Boom. Stormy, hello. You're coming back. Do you guys see the
He's
NECA
been-
TMNT wrote? Hell yeah. No capes. That's why he's a bad guy.
There's been a lot of development since last time
Here. Yes, oh, hello.
we
Yes,
streamed. What are your thoughts on the DC Fandom stuff, Dave?
Oh my god, that Batman trailer got me pumped. The Flash trailer got me pumped. The fact that we're getting a milestone animated movie got me super stoked. My buddy Nicholas is involved in that. He's the current artist on Static. Just so much good, and I'm very, very, very excited. What was the glow in the dark paint you used, Dave? That one doesn't have glow in the dark paint. It is this. It is Vallejo's model color Amarillo fluorescent. I have a whole bottle of it now, and I'm gonna do a bunch of ooze things. Dude, Black Adam, yeah, hell yeah. Both are in 80s supervillains. True, with purple.
See, I think the only stuff I saw was Black Adam because somebody sent it to me, and then Peacemaker because I'm very
That might have
excited.
been me. Like there was a Catwoman trailer?
Yep, animated.
Oh,
I totally missed that one. I'll have to check that
It's very Lupin the Third.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that. I
Yeah,
could be into that.
It was
I agree
super
with you,
cool.
Mitch Falcon. I also would like a hardware figure, but I don't think I want a McFarlane hardware.
The Man in Black. Oh my God, there was so much hyperbole for Black Adam from The Rock, and I was just
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. I mean, I was already all in on it, so.
And yes, or is it somebody was in the chat? Smetty45. We definitely saw the NECA TMNT reveal and are very excited.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
There was something else that was. Oh yes, how about that new Spawn Wave?
Yeah. Oh my God. Cygor.
Cygor.
Friggin' Cygor. Giant mecha monkey.
Yeah.
They know how to get
the
me.
rest of the wave. I don't know. The new Spawn characters, Soul something or other. Grabber, soul grabber. I don't know.
Soul grabber.
Soul toucher. I don't. Anyway. And she spawn is whatever. But I already got a gunslinger spawn.
Oh. Robot Downey Jr. I finally finished my custom Doc girlfriend Moira body.
Nice.
Also done with Mr. Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
That's very true. The Rock is always pumped. I'm just saying that man is a walking muscle. It's insane. I love the look of Penguin in the new Batman. Love the Al Capone feel, dude. Yeah, that blew me away. I like the black and silver Redeemer. Also very cool. Yeah, no Angela. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever see an Angela from McFarlane.
Not from McFarlane, no.
Did either of you see the anything on the new Batman animated series that
that Bruce Timm's doing?
Yeah, with Matt Reeves.
That's going to be intense.
I didn't. I mean, I'm aware of its existence, but I have not seen much about it. Yeah. Other than I think they're planning on doing a more long form storyline.
Yep,
which will differentiate it somewhat from BTA, because it is a little bit like I can't remember who I was reading. Like, yeah, I mean, it looks great, but it just looks like more BTAS, which isn't
Yeah.
necessarily a bad thing. But
I don't think that's a bad thing at all. It's going to be early Batman.
yes, he does have
So-
the longer ears.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. Give me a moment. It's taking a second because
And-
everything's been coming out.
And yes, Soul Crusher does look like Ratcatcher a little bit. And yeah, I don't know what Soul Crusher is from Spawn. It's not a bad looking figure, but
It looks cool. I legit had no idea who it was.
yeah, I'm just gonna assume it's Al Simmons, but maybe not.
It's always Al Simmons. Where is that?
Well, didn't McFarlane just make a bunch of characters just to make toys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the old line, absolutely. The new
Boom.
line, I think they are focusing more on, because there's like a Spawnerverse sort
Yeah.
of title, edge of the Spawnerverse or whatever.
There we go. Looks so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that'll be like the 50th anniversary Batman, like Hugo Strange and the Madmen mini,
Yeah.
like one.
The
Monster
Matt
Man?
Wagner stuff. Oh, I'd be into.
Well, there's an animated 50th anniversary animated short of that,
Oh, okay.
and it's done in the TAS style. It's really good.
Oh,
It's
no.
only about 6 minutes long, but it's gives you everything you need to know just in those short
Right.
blip.
There it is. My black paint disappeared for a second. I was like, no, where'd it go? Oh, it's completely dried.
Oh no.
Well, shame on me for thinking that would last. Yeah, but they announced the cast of that Batman animated series. Hopefully, it's Kevin and Mark. I'll be very curious to see what happens.
Because yeah, I mean, Hamill has said a few times that he's done with the Joker, but I could also just see them not using the Joker for it.
Yeah,
If it's a year one,
I'm hoping it's a bunch of mobsters.
yeah, I'd be okay with that. Maybe work in some of those villains that never showed up in the original series that have gained more notoriety. Like you could use Deadshot in that milieu.
Oh yeah,
Especially if you go with the early one where it's like I am just a dude in a suit with a domino mask and a hat,
yep.
and I'm pretty boring, so I'll disappear for 20 years.
But don't worry, I'll be back, and I'll be Will Smith.
I would love if Bob the Goon was in this series. I want to see a Bruce Timm designed Bob the Goon.
That'd be amazing. With kicking action.
Yes, and have vaguely but not quite Gene Hackman Lex Luthor show up to punch himself in the head.
Yes.
Well, he's your number one guy, so.
Oh, it's a shame Jack Palance has passed on. You could have him do a voice.
That would be amazing.
You're my number one.
Even I thought that was creepy as like a little kid. I was like, what a weirdo. Like,
Jack Palance is a weird dude. Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Mm. All right, I don't even know what I'm working on anymore. Did Webman touch that up? Repainted. Somebody at the factory just like brushed their extra red paint on the back of the leg of this Kevin Nash figure, so I fixed
oh
that.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
that's like a marker area to show where he's going to tear his quad. Arrgh!
Yeah, so it's a good Nash. I like it.
That's the Legends 11.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, he's solid. He's too sweet.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Well, no, I mean, he literally has too sweeting the camera right now. So
Oh fuck! I looked down for 1 second. You make a damn in joke. God damn
there you go. All right.
it.
Now I just need to find JYD and his.
I haven't seen anybody finding him yet.
He has been found locally.
Oh, has he?
Yes, but I have not seen him. So,
Ah.
and what else? What else is showing up? Oh yes, there are now reports. King, you will be interested to hear this. The the Slaughter Andre JYD wave of the Masters of the WWE Universe figures have been found.
Ooh.
Hopefully, it'll show up locally because I don't want to do too much hunting, but I definitely need that wave.
When I was on my way up to the shacks up in the Northwoods, I saw a Seth Rollins,
Oh yes,
and I was like, "Oh, hey, I've never seen that one before."
I can't remember which wave that was, but one of the more recent ones.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
And Mitch Falcon, I would say the NECA Turtle figures vary in fragility.
The
But they
earlier
haven't.
ones were fucking brittle as shit. The more recent ones, specifically the Turtles in Disguise set, I will say is probably the best release they've had.
Chrome Dome felt really solid. I didn't have any issues with Mondo Gecko or any of that. I would say, if you get them and anything feels tight, heat it up, you'll be fine. Just don't force any of the joints.
Yeah,
but they have improved a lot from where they were at. They're not nearly as concerning as they were.
That's for damn sure. I do not remember when Pounds played Dracula as well as Jekyll and Hyde.
He did. Oh gosh, I was just watching a retrospective on that. Gosh, I can't remember. It was a TV movie, I believe. He did Dracula.
Damn. Whoop. Oh, thank you to whoever just donated. I just got a notification that someone donated to Extra Life. So if you're watching, thank you. So, oh, there we go. Toy du jour. Saw Junkyard Dog today. Miss Nash. Oh, Panther 10. When my Rat King and Vernon pack came in last week, the crotch never paint never peeled. Oh, I'm guessing the crotch paint never peeled is what he was going for there. Mine stayed in pretty good shape. I did have to touch it up once because I did kind of a more dramatic pose on him, and it went to shit. It's like, well, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I mean, Dave helped me get the Ultimate Casey, and he's good. I got no problems there. So
hell yeah, my spare Casey head from the last one. I decided because the mouth was all kind of messed up. I decided I'd make a battle damaged one.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
So I haven't put it on. I'm legit thinking about making a custom Casey, like just to have as like kind of like with He-Man and Skeletor of just like, this is my Casey.
What is your ultimate version of some of the other characters, Dave?
Well, from like He-Man?
Yeah.
Like,
is there a particular interpretation that you look at and go, this is the one that I think is the most aesthetically pleasing, or that means the most to me?
That's where it kind of goes all over the place, because like Man-at-Arms, for instance, I love the 2000X Man-at-Arms. Yeah, I have that figure literally right there on my shelf. It is by far one of my favorite Man-at-Arms. Although this was something that I always wanted to do as a little kid because I liked the idea of Man-at-Arms so much that I wanted to have like a Man-at-Arms squad.
I mean, I ended up with several of them just due to the way they handled him in classics. But yeah, I could not wait until this one came out.
Let me see if I can get. Yeah. Oh fuck. So when these came out, this was the only way I could afford to do it. But I got all 3 of them, and then my robot face, I actually had to put his gun on as an arm because he came without an arm. So I just dremeled out a little thing, and so I have this little Man-at-Arms squad that lives on. It's like the only loyal subjects figures I really have, but they live on my desk.
And Super Spike, that Casey is getting restocks. I guess I'm no hammer expert, but sure.
It looks. I think it looks great.
Oh no, it's a great figure.
I don't know. Manny Faces is definitely like near and dear to my heart. But like the 2000X Orko figure.
Oh, that's a great figure.
Flipping rules. I don't know. The Revelations Moss Man is badass, but don't tell Robo, but I want to flock it. Well, I know he will cringe, but
What about you, Matt? Do you have a particular aesthetic?
Like for Masters, it really was like I was certainly aware of it as a kid, but the line started in '82, and so did I. So I had Battle Armor He-Man and Skeletor as a kid, but I wasn't really into action figures much. So I didn't have that, connection to those. And the toys, when I did get into action figures, it was G.I. Joe and like the Toy Biz Marvel stuff. And so I looked at those old He-Man figures and I'm like, these suck. They all look like they're taking a crap. They have no articulation. I'm not interested in these. So they hadn't. I didn't have that connection to them from childhood, so I didn't appreciate the aesthetic. And the lack of articulation. I'm like, I don't want a toy that I can't pose. Very good. I like it a lot, Dave.
I like that. Now I want another Casey so I can bloody one up.
But with the Horsemen, in their first foray at Mattel, just coming off McFarlane, I loved that 2000X line. I went on hard on that. It's like I got to drive from St. Cloud to the Albertville KB outlet because they've got an end cap and somebody told me that there's a Roboto there. So that aesthetic is really where my Masters is for me. I like a lot of what they've done in Revelations, and I'm curious to see where the Masterverse line ends up, since they're going to be doing some designs that aren't
Emilio, you're right. Sorry, I screwed that up. I was thinking Revelations Wave 2, so I was thinking Manny Faces, but I was thinking Man at Arms because that Wave 2. I know.
But yeah, 2000X is really my Masters in my head.
Yeah, that line was just killer. I love that Tila too. The design on her was awesome.
But I guess to me it's what's become my primary. And again, it's probably just because I've got so many of the damn things. That kind of blend of the vintage line with a little bit more, modern aesthetic that was classics. Because classics is my jam. The Revelations / Masterverse stuff is a little too cartoony looking for me, and I'm gonna just keep hammering that home with myself because I can't buy that line. And I wasn't gonna get Origins, and I thought I was gonna stop getting Origins, and then I didn't. So we'll see where that goes.
For the first time ever this weekend, I had to run into a Walmart because I was trying to find Whiteout of all things. And I found Castle Grayskull like on the shelf for Origins, which was pretty dope. That was like the first time seeing it in store, and it was nuts. What's the head you put on He-Man? Emilio, that was a custom from Monster Machine Creations on Instagram. Check him out. I think he still has some of them up for order. Very, very cool. He also has a Skeletor up as well. But I am happy with my Skeletor head, so I'm going to keep that one. Mixie says, I got into classics just for cool figures like Hordak, now selling off about half, just keeping favorites. That makes sense. They went hard with
they did, which is what I appreciated. It's a little bit like, for me, part of what gets me into, I'm curious, who these characters are. So, if you just put this figure on a shelf, I might be just like, whatever. But you put it in a subscription, and now it's like, I'm getting this figure. I better find out who they are.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a brilliant way of getting people like deep into He-Man.
well, and yeah, I was like, no, I'm still sad that they never finished the Space Mutants
Yeah.
Oh,
and the rest of the New Adventures crew. Because I thought they did a really good job with those, and there's some really fun designs there.
Yeah.
yeah, those Space Mutant designs are crazy cool.
I definitely get why they didn't want to invest the tooling, but oh man, um, and yes, I've not seen the Origins Grayskull in person in a store ever. I hear it's been popping up a little bit more. Like Targets are getting them now some places.
I
Oh, really?
have it. I have it on my
Yeah,
shelf right now.
and I went and I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. I did get the when it went back up on Mattel Creations. I
Yeah.
was fortunate to get. I passed on the other stuff. I had the opportunity. I was like, should I get the other things? And I didn't, but I got the Grayskull like add-on set.
Oh,
Nice.
lucky duck. I didn't know that
Um,
went back up because I tried for that so hard and was just so frustrated by the model they used.
oh yeah, no, it was BS, and I didn't know they were coming. They were going to go back up here. They put them all. They did all the exclusives from PowerCon back up on Mattel Creations actually, and Sunman, the deluxe Sunman.
Yeah.
So I got Sunman coming, and you know, I had no specific plans for it other than to maybe flip it, but you know, I think you'll probably enjoy it more. So you can have my extra Grayskull add-on set because I got two of those
Oh.
bastards.
What?
I don't know when the hell I'm
Oh.
getting it, but yes,
Holy shit, dude. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I figure I'm like, all right, I'll get this if Ben's getting one. I can flip it. If not, then I got an extra for Ben.
That's dope.
Well, holy poop buckets, man. Thank you.
Happy days. Happy
So,
days. See,
I have
that's
a
what it's about here. All the love. All
I
the
have a
love.
follow-up question for both you guys because both you I'm going to talk about that for the rest of the time.
Both you
Both
guys.
you guys. So both of you like came to something like Masters a little bit later. Was there a character that, as you were kind of digging through like classics, or David, as you kind of went through different iterations in comic books and the like, a character that like you were just gravitated towards because of the look, and then learned more about them later and was like, okay, this guy's my jam or gal?
For me, and see again, like the weird thing is I actually growing up I had some vintage He-Man figures because
You had Mosquito.
yeah, like some my mom's best friend growing up, her sons had a bunch of the OG He-Man figures. We inherited them from her or from them, and so you know we had like at one point we had Grayskull and Snake Mountain and everything, and like I liked the cartoon. Like I loved the original cartoon and everything, and it was that weird. Whoa, what up, Mitch? Life surprise, thanks. But you know, so like I had like I started out loving He-Man, and it was that thing of that was Manny faces for me, like through and through. But
Yeah.
Roboto was one that always stuck with me, as well as Extendar. He was like he was like the knight that you
Yep.
could like
Yeah.
pop apart, or not pop apart, but stretch. I don't know.
You were
Stratos
sad.
was another one. I didn't know Stratos had wings until years later. There he is. Very
Yeah, that's
cool.
the classics one where it's all extra pieces. He doesn't
Yeah,
stand
man.
for crap.
Dude, I remember we had Orko, and he came with a trick. Like it was a magic trick that he came with, and it was supposed to like flip coins, but like you know you just kind of like shook it around, and I think that was it. And I remember for the longest time I tried to figure out how the hell I could get that to work and how I could get it to you know flip and get it to actually do the you know do the trick, and I found out that we were like missing two parts.
Oh,
It's like oh, that's why I cannot do the magics, but I'm a shitty wizard.
What about you, Matt?
I mean, Mitch Falcon, Modulok, I agree.
Oh
Modulok,
gosh, Modulok, yes.
and finding out more about him, but like from the stuff that like stood out to me, and probably just because he's so ridiculous and really embodies that whole like, yep, we're just gonna take everything that little boys love and put it all into one line. Real Blast.
Yeah.
He's
Chuck
just
Norris,
so-
guns, and chest armor.
he's just so out of place in that whole thing, and I love him. And again, the Space Mutants, like those were like I was like I heard New Adventures was crap. The toys seemed kind of interesting. I really had it wasn't on my radar at all. And then I started getting, I got into the line either. It was like the second year they did the subscription, and I was actually able to like go back and fill out the line without spending a ton of money on classics. But I got Optic,
Oh, that's so cool.
and Karate, and I'm like, holy crap, these are awesome designs. Like these are great. Just I love these. It's Eyeball Man and the Predator, and they're gonna fight He-Man.
Yeah, they were just cool toys.
Those were like two of my first mods I did for Origins, because I agree they're two of the just most aesthetically pleasing to look at, interesting bad guys. And as far as the hate New Adventures gets, I have the box set of New Adventures. The art's fantastic.
I thought it was. I mean, I thought the toys were. I mean, the toys are a definite. I haven't handled the original toys, but just looking at them, it's like I mean, I can see whereas if you had collected He-Man for a long time, they wouldn't appeal to you. But they really are kind of like, yeah, we're gonna make bigger GI Joes.
Yeah.
Somewhere I have Optic. I don't know what happened to him. He was on my desk for the longest time. He just kind of vanished.
And yeah, Slushhead is great. I agree. Mitch Falcon, big Slushhead fan. And then even the heroes, they're like, I know he wasn't very popular and can't really get rid of him even now, as far as I know. But Flipshot / Icarius,
Yeah.
it's like that's a great design and a really fun toy, and I'm into it.
I think even more so than the original Masters stuff, that New Adventures has like a Super Kirby vibe.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Which, yeah.
What up, Neb? How's it been? Long time no see. King Ginger, glad to see you in good health, says Neb.
Thank you, Neb Shapiro. You are too kind.
And
I wouldn't
Mitch
say
is
I'm
like,
good. I wouldn't say I'm in good health. I would just say I'm above ground currently.
There you go.
Hey.
Mitch says I kind of want to pick up Hydron.
Hydron, yes.
Hydron is a good figure. The classics one. A little finicky, but it's a really solid sculpt. Just the work that the Horseman put into those designs is just super. Oh, yeah.
You know who I thoroughly enjoy that I've never seen in the cartoon? I don't even know if they were in the cartoon. Is Dylamug?
Dylamug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
it's
that name makes more sense now.
It's one of their fun puns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or fun jokes. Yeah. No, he was the reason I went in on whatever. I can't remember if it was a Super 7, but I was like, oh, okay, I got to get that. It's crazy. Like
it's MODOK and He-Man.
Kind of, yeah.
Zola. Yeah.
Zola, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to realize his action feature, he can be frowny, he can be worried.
So far, he's got both the faces I show most of the time.
There you go.
Disapproval and I just love the way that figure looks. There's just something so purely great about it. Yeah.
He has no wrist articulation or
also,
bicep bothers me.
I don't know if you noticed this or not, Matt.
Yeah. No, it's a great figure, and I also like that they gave him a swappable Energy Blast sigil.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Like
Hold
to
on.
me, he is super Kirby.
Oh, Neb
Oh,
Shapiro
yeah.
dropping it. Halloween Kills got me thinking. What's your favorite horror movie?
Ooh. Oh, it's easy.
Yeah, I know Ben. I know Ben. King's got some very strong opinions in this regard.
So normally I do 31 horror movies in 31 days in October, but I will be bluntly honest, my depression and health issues have been so bad. I have not been able to put together the mental capacity to do that. I started and I was like, this year I'm going to watch all movies I haven't seen. And I just kind of died on the vine. Best horror movie ever is also in my top 5 movies of all time, and that is John Carpenter's The Thing.
A solid choice.
I don't think there's a single cinematic experience that captures dread and isolation as well as that movie does.
I would totally agree.
Now there's
I
other great horror out there though. Ooh.
yeah, that's very true.
What about you,
Halloween.
David?
Actually, Josh Baird got it for me. Evil Dead 2 is I absolutely love it. For me, it hits all the notes that I enjoy about horror, where it's a little over the top. It's got really cool makeup. The characters are just ridiculous. Like I'm not a big like slasher dude. Like I never have been, but yeah, Evil Dead 2 is in like my top five movies of all time. Like I love that movie.
You can't go
Oh,
wrong with that choice. That's such a good choice.
yeah,
Matt, what about you, Matt?
It's a beautifully made movie.
Probably because I'm less of a fan of just the horror genre. I like bad horror movies.
Hell yeah.
Those are what I gravitate more towards. And usually not because they're horror movies, more because of other elements, like Rock and Roll Nightmare.
Eh.
Oh
But
my gosh.
have
Have you seen the riff track of that?
Yes, I have.
It's
I'm
beautiful.
just a big fan of Thor, John Nickel Thor in general. So I would say, like, as far as like an actual like, this is a horror movie. The original Halloween is good. The Thing, I'm right there with you, and The Thing is like probably where the approach or genre sort of helps me. They Live, similar deal.
Yeah.
I go for the more sci-fi horror.
See, and They Live. I don't know why, but I always categorize it more as as a straight up sci-fi movie.
You like what more?
I was saying I always have categorized They Live more as a sci-fi movie than a horror movie.
I think that's fair, but I'm gonna say Alien.
Oh,
nice.
Haunted House in Space, baby.
Yep, that is probably my favorite horror movie. Yes, Mixie, the original Nosferatu is kick-ass.
It is very much so.
It's out there. It's public domain, I believe. So watch it. It's probably on YouTube. Try and find one with like the original score and not some douche's experimental synth.
That was one of the coolest things when I was out in LA. There was a not a grindhouse, but there was a theater that was showing the original Nosferatu, and they had a live band.
Nice
for the score, and I was like,
I know they do some of that stuff around here every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, definitely pre-COVID, for sure.
Do either one of you have any sleepers where you're like, oh, this is a movie that may not be on people's radar, but is definitely worth the watch?
That's a horror film.
That's a horror film, yeah.
There is a really fantastic B horror movie, dare I say E-list horror movie, called Dark Rising, which stars one of my favorites in the ring, one Mr. Jay Riso, aka Christian Cage. And it is one of those that, like, if I'm feeling down, I'll toss it on, and it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I enjoy the shit out of it every single time. But yeah, check it out for sure. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm trying to think of a more obscure one that I've seen that Because
There
yeah,
we
it's
go.
not it's not a genre I go super deep.
Alex is coming along.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I tossed on what the hell, Sugar Man's arm collars or arm bracelets on the
Oh,
top
nice.
to hide that a little bit. It's not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be something that I'll have on my shelf and go.
Someday, Dork Shop. I got a lot of work to do, but this is gonna be savage steel.
Ooh.
Oh, Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat's solid, super solid flick. Which one are we talking about? Are we talking about the more recent one that was the anthology movie, or are we talking about the 80s rock and roll horror movie Trick or Treat?
Somebody, the Shav Gold is mentioning that one. That one I'd be curious to see. I have not seen it.
Oh,
Waxwork. Damn.
Yes, Waxwork. Solid choice. So again, a super cool movie just based on the concept.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got a good obscure horror movie. I've got a lot of bad ones.
Oh, Slither gets overlooked too often, but yeah, Waxwork. Dude, you know what?
And I haven't actually been able to see it. I think it's on the Criterion channel now, and it makes me want to like sign up just for the free trial just to watch it. I really have wanted to see for a long time The Cars That Ate Paris.
I have never seen that flick. It's one of those I've heard stories about, but I've never actually seen it.
A favorite like terrible horror movie that I really enjoy is Night of the Creeps.
Night of the Creeps is not terrible. Night of the Creeps is good.
No, okay. I'm talking about like in
Tom Atkins is in that movie, dude, and he has great lines.
Thrill me, baby.
Me.
No, so the cool thing
ladies, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is your dates are here. What are the bad news? They're dead.
Dead, yeah. At a Crypticon here in the cities, I got to table next to Tom Atkins, and it was amazing how many people would come up and be like, "I'm really sorry, but would you say it?" And he'd be like, "Thrill me," and it's like, "Yeah!" Like the entire weekend, we were set up next to him, me and Harmon for Hot Comics, and he had these T-shirts that's him with the shotgun going like that, and it just says "Thrill me." And I bought a shirt, and like I wasn't thinking about it. I had it on at a con, and when you have your hoodie zipped up like this far, it just looks like there's an old dude with a shotgun like on your shirt. And it's like,
hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I have not seen Transylvania 65000 Robot Downey Jr. Have either of you?
From what I recall, yes. I think I might have watched it with Harmon. Dave probably likes Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I've seen it.
I mean, I don't not like it. Just saying. Yes, Night of the Creeps. But yes, I just realized it is also 10 o'clock on the dot. So real quick, we can keep going for a little bit. But just where can people find you? We'll start out with our returning King Ginger, aka your King Ginger. Ben, where can they find you?
You can find me over at Heel Turn Radio every other Wednesday for Heel Turn Radio, occasionally for watch-alongs, and we haven't done a Twitch stream for Fire Pro in a while, but we've just been really busy. I'm sure that will come back at some point. And then you can find me every other Monday on Known World United for our multiversal D&D game down in Outlands, where the players play shitty little kids doing multiversal stuff. Otherwise, you can find me on the Facebooks, or you can find me on the Instagrams. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, like I said, been keeping it low key lately. Got a lot of got some serious health stuff going on, so trying to handle that business.
Hell yeah. MOTU, what about you? Wrong button.
HypnoHustlers_customs on Instagram, at HypnoHustling on the Twitter. And Aspen Talent clothing and gear around on the internets. If we'll come, no idea, but we're still out there. So
wherever cool things are found.
And you can find me at all of these. You can find me right here every Tuesday on Tiny Meng Tuesday. You can find me Mondays over on the Foosh. You can find me tomorrow right here on the Dave Wonder channels for Toys with the Boys. We should be actually up to full roster. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Every time I say that, it gets blown out of the water. But yeah, we'll be gripping and ripping cardboard all night long. Please, like I said before, you can check out Extra Life. Check out that link right there. Go donate, and if you can't donate, please share. We're trying to raise a bunch of money for kids. Thank you to everybody in the chat who donated. Thank you, Dooner. I really appreciate it. Oh, forgiven. Okay, there, Dave. See you guys tomorrow on Astro Blasting Unboxing with your favorite dinosaur. Ow. He's not my favorite dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur is the Ankylosaurus. Thank you very much. But no, sincerely, everybody in the chat, I really appreciate all the support. Like, follow, subscribe to Heel Turn Radio, to the Dave Wonder channels, to all of our social medias and stuff. We like to put out all sorts of weird stuff, have fun, and yeah, just put a whole bunch of weird stuff out there for people to enjoy. So yeah, until next time, folks, much love from Minnesota, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.
Bye.
Man, I don't want to imagine an Ankylosaurus with a beard. That's just flipping weird.
That'd be
Good night,
cool,
everybody.
man.